Hi all. Today we are going to discuss about procurement life cycle. Means procure to pay life cycle. In P2P life cycle have four modules are involved. One is inventory, purchase order module, accounts payable, account payables, and general ledger module. First, the P2P cycle will start from inventory module. In inventory module, we will create a items in the inventory module. Now, navigate to inventory module responsibility. Inventory vision operations. Here, click on items, master items. Here, choose the organization. I am selecting master organization as a vision operations. Now, enter the item details. Item name, enter NRIT. Keyboard. Same, the description is the item description. You can enter any meaningful value. Here, after entering item details, you have to enable checkboxes here, whether it is an inventory item or stockable or transactable, and also you need to select the checkboxes here by manually. Instead of going for manually, I am going to use the template to enable these checkboxes. Click on copy from, then enter finished goods, apply, click on apply. Done. Now see here inventory tab. These checkboxes are automatically enabled. If you go to purchasing tab, you can see purchased and purchasable tab checkboxes automatically enabled. Once this is done, next step you need to enter the item price. Here there is a list price. Here enter the price of the item. It's $15. Okay. The next step, you need to go to planning methods. Here, which source you are looking for this item, means I am looking the items from the supplier. Then you need to select the source as a supplier and make or buy as a buy. You are purchasing, you are buying the product, means buying the item from the suppliers. That's why you need to select as a buy. Now save the record. Yeah. Now item has been created successfully. Then we will verify the item details through backend in inventory module. What are the tables? What is the table name? MTL system items underscore B, where segment 1 equal to the item number. See, now the item has been successfully created for the organization of 204. 204 belongs to vision operations. Now we are going to assign this item to multiple organizations. Here, tools, organization assignment, and then select any another organizations. I'm selecting another 3 organizations for this, and then click on save button. Now verify these details in the backend in the table, base table. Now you can see how many records are showing. There are 4 records are showing because this item has been associated with the 4 organizations. Okay, now item creation has been created successfully. Then the next module, which module? We need to go to purchasing module, purchase order module. Here navigate to purchase vision operations. Here first step in purchase module, first we will create the requisition, then we will go for creating a RFQ, then quotation, and then purchase order, and then we will create a receipt in the purchase order module. First we have to go for creating a requisitions. Here enter the requisition description. Here you can see there are 2 types of requisitions you can create. One is internal requisition, second one is the purchase requisition. Internal requisition means if you are looking the goods from internal organizations, means whenever you create a requisition, it will, the goods are transferred within the company. The second one is the purchasing requisition. Purchasing requisition, when we create a purchase requisition, it will be whenever the goods required from outside of the company, that means from the supplier. Now we are going to create a requisition as a purchase requisition because we are looking the items from the supplier. Next, this is the header section. We have there is only one value we have entered, and line section, lines, requisition line section. Enter the item details. Which items? Yeah. Now, NRID keyboard, which was created in the step 1, we have created. How much quantity are you looking? I am entering 100 quantity. When the items required, when are you planning to receive the items? The need by date, you need to enter a future date. And then go to distributions. See distribution. It's fine. No lines. Click on save button. Yeah. Now record has been saved and the requisition number has been generated successfully. What is the requisition number? 14305. If you go to distributions level, the generation account details will be populated. This is the code combination. We will check the requisition details from the database. Requisition. There are 3 tables which are used to store requisition information. What are the tables? PO requisition, headers requisition, headers all where segment 1 equal to, what is the requisition number? 14305. Yeah. PO requisition lines on. In this table, lines details will be stored. Requisition header ID is the JAI. Distribution level details will be stored into PO requisition distribution detail. PO requisition distributions all, where requisition line ID see how many levels the data got stored. One is header level, lines level, and distributions level. Now go and now approve the requisition. Click on approve button and then click on OK. Now, the requisition you can verify from requisition summary form. Yeah. Now you can see what is the status of the requisition, approved status. Because of that, you are unable to query the requisition from the requisitions form. That's why you need to go to requisition summary form and then query the requisition detail. The next step is the creating a RFQ. Click on RFQ. Now enter the details, means what is the type of RFQ. Here there are three types of RFQs are there: big, catalog and standard. I am going to select standard RFQ. Description: close date, and then enter line level details. What is meant by RFQ? Requesting for a quotation. Requesting quotation from the supplier. That's why. What is the item we are looking from the supplier? That NRIT keyboard. You can see the target price as a 15, which we have defined at the first step at the inventory level. Now click on currencies, USD, and terms 30, freight terms, it's cash on delivery, and FOB, it's a destination organization, and then close, price breaks. Now quantity, how much quantity you are looking? I am looking 100 quantity for my organization. There you need to mention, specify the quantity as a 100. Then discount, how much discount will you give? I am giving 5%. If I give 5%, then what is the price of item is 14.25. Now click on save. Done. Now you have entered the details at header level and lines level. You are requesting the item from supplier. Which supplier you want to request? These details will be entered at the supplier level. Means click on supplier button, then enter the supplier details. Supplier, choose any supplier which you would like to have. I am selecting the supplier name as Abbott Laboratories, the site name as this one, Corp HQ. Now verify the RFQ details in the database. Now RFQ, RFQ data will be stored into the PO headers all table, where segment 1 equal to, what is the RFQ number? 308. 308 and type lookup code equal to RFQ. Next, lines details. Select PO lines all table. PO lines all where PO header ID equal to, this is the one. Next, these are two levels. The data has been stored, and also there is another table. The vendor details will be stored. What is the table? The table name is PO RFQ vendors. Where PO header ID equal to this one. Header. Yeah. Here we have requested the item from only one supplier. If you have requested the item from multiple suppliers, in this table you will see the multiple records. I am going to enter another supplier name. See, I am selecting another supplier, Advantage Corp. Here, Advantage US. Save. Okay, now verify into the table. You can see two records. We have requested the items from the two suppliers. Okay, now you understand, right? RFQ. Now we'll go to create a quotation. We are requesting the quotations from the supplier. Now, yeah, instead of going to quotation form, we will create quotations through RFQ window itself. Query the RFQ. What is the RFQ we have created? 308. Here, tools copy document. Means we are copying everything from RFQ to quotation. Here, action, entire RFQ, creating a quotation from the RFQ, header, lines and shipment details. Here, what is the type of RFQ? What is the type of quotation? Here, I am choosing the standard quotation. What is the supplier? Here it will be displayed two suppliers. At the time of creating RFQ, we have requested the details from two suppliers. That is the reason we can see the two supplier details here. I am selecting first supplier, Abbott Laboratories. Click on OK. Yeah. Now the quotation has been created successfully. What is the quotation number? 502. Click on OK. Okay, this is the quotation form. Okay, and there is one more table called here. Shipment level data will be stored into PO lines locations all where PO line ID equal to, this is the one. PO line locations. Line locations. Okay. We'll do later. Okay. Next, the quotation details also stored into the same tables. We'll check that also. Here, lookup type code, instead of you need to pass RFQ, you will enter quotation. What is the quotation number? 502. We have created the quotation number as a 502. Then verify the details. Now you can see the details has been created. Now the lines details. Select PO line locations where PO line ID these are the three levels the data will be stored. Now here one point we have missed. Here activate. See. Now query the quotation. What is the quotation number? 502. Now check the quotations level, currency details as a USD, and terms 13 net freight term what we have entered, cash on delivery, this is the destination, you will save. Next, price breaks. See, 100 quantity, price is the 14.25. Now click on approve. We are approving the quotation. All orders, reason, we are providing best quality. Click on OK. Now, after the quotation has been created successfully, then we need to analysis, quote analysis has been done. Click on quote analysis. What is the RFQ number? 308. Tab. Now enter find. You will see the quotation number here and approve enter quotation. Same step. Quality. Okay. Save. Now quotation has been successfully done. Next step, once the quotation has been completed, that means the supplier, whatever the supplier details we know, then we will go for creating a purchase order now. Now create a purchase order. While creating purchase order, you need to provide the supplier details. At quotation, from which supplier we have got received the quotation? Abbott's Laboratories. Select the same supplier which you have received the quotation. Based on the supplier quotation only, we are going to create a purchase orders. Here in lines level, enter the item details. What is the item? NRIT keyboard. See, how much quantity are you looking? How much quantity? It's 100 quantity. Okay. Now verify currency details. What is the currency details? USD. And terms, freight as cash and delivery, UPS and FOB, put on board. Then next, shipment details. Enter shipment details, from which to which organization you want to ship the items. Here this is the quantity 100 I have entered, and then click on here. Need by date is the mandatory. When are you looking the items? On 3rd June. Then click on distributions. Yep. Then now, and in lines level also we need to provide the need by date when the items are required from required. Okay. Now click on save button. Yeah. Now you will see shipment details and distributions. Yeah, here you will see the code combination details, means the charge account details in the distributions level. In shipment level, you will see the ship to organization details. In lines level, you will see the item details. In header level is the supplier details. Okay. Now, once the requisition has been created successfully, then approve the requisition. Click on approve button and submit for approval, and then click on print. Click on OK. Now the requisition has been, purchase order PO has been successfully approved. Now verify the purchase order details from backend. Purchase order. What are the tables? Same tables. Means PO headers all where segment 1 equal to 6033, and the lines table, line level information will be stored into PO line solve table. What is the join? PO header ID is the join. The shipment level data will be stored into PO line locations all, where PO line ID. Distribution level data will be stored into PO distributions all. Line location ID equal to line location ID equal to 264495. Yeah. Once the PO has been created and approved successfully, then we will generate a receipt. Receiving and click on receipts. Here select the organization. Vision operations. What is the purchase order number? 6033. Receipts. Clear. So what is the purchase order? 6033. From which supplier we have received the details? Abbott Laboratories. Supplier site is the Corp. Receiving location is the Akla. Just click on find. Then you will see the details. Then how much quantity you are generating receipt. For 100 quantity we have requested, and destination type is the inventory. What is the item is the NRIT keyword description, and then sub inventory, which location the item should be delivered. Okay, and once these details entered, the receipt date should be open periods. Okay, we'll go and one sec. Mention F4. comparison operations and period. Find period, open this one, clear, the receipt is not generated due to the period is not in open status. We have entered the receipt date as if 30th May. However, the period is not in open status. Due to that reason, we are getting a error message. Now I am opening the May month period. This will take some time because this is the OF page. Continue. Now period is May 20. Go. No period. Okay. Open. Go. Yeah, better we can create a old dated receipt. We will try later. Means here, just what is the requisite purchase order number 6033? What is the supplier site corp? Find and then receipt date, right? Find what is the receipt date. I will enter any date. We can enter backdated date and okay, location, find client, sub inventory, select any of the organization, sub inventory organization. Now save. Now the receipt has been generated successfully. So, here receipt number we have to see. Okay, now what are the receipt tables? Receiving tables. Select star from RCV. Shipment headers where order by receipt norm DESC, because we have closed the window. We will check what is the receipt number. It has been created. Sorry, shipment number. Number. Mhm. 1045, where shipment number equal to 1045. This is the and yeah, this is the shipment number which has been generated just now. Next, the lines details will be stored into RCB shipment lines table. Lines where shipment header ID. Shipment, what is the shipment header ID? Is the 200. 20. Yeah. Okay. Next, there is another table where it will be transaction details will be stored. What is the table? RCB transactions, where shipment header ID. The giant is the shipment header ID. Copy this. Should have okay. Here the transaction is not created yet. That's the reason it's not showing. Next module is the account payables module. In accounts payable, go navigate to payables vision operations responsibility. In account payable, what we will do, we will create a invoice and we will make the payment against the invoice. First, go to invoices and click on entry and then click on invoices. Here enter the PO details. What is the PO details? 6033. Because if you entered PO details, then the supplier and supply details automatically will be defaulted from the PO number. Okay, now enter invoice date. I'm selecting 30th. The date you entered is not a open period. Again, we need to go and open the AP periods. Accounting, control, payables, periods. Now verify our May period. Open. Yeah, the period got opened. Now go to invoice entry form. Now enter what is the PO details. We have 6033, which will default supplier details. Invoice date as a 30th May. Now you don't see that error message because the periods we have opened. Now this is the NRIT invoice. What is the amount? Invoice amount. I'm making 1500. The invoice amount I have entered as a 1500. Now here header level is fine. Now go to lines level. In lines level, enter the line amount. Okay, here. Okay, PO line details, shipment details, PO distribution details. Now enter the invoice distribution details. Yeah, now and then click save. It's got saved. Now the invoice has been created successfully. Then verify the data into backend tables. Now go to account payables and invoice. Verify. Select star from AP invoices. Invoices all, where invoice num equal to see the invoice header details will be stored into AP invoices, or the lines details will be stored into AP invoice lines all table, where invoice ID equal to now the distribution details will be stored into AP invoice distributions all, where invoice ID and invoice line number equal to, what is the invoice line number? 1. Done. Now the invoice has been created successfully. Once the invoice got created, we will validate that invoice by clicking on action button and select validate checkbox and then click on OK. Here you will see the status of the invoice is validated successfully. Now, see, now what we will do, we will account the invoice, create accounting, and then select final post. Here accounted status also will get changed to no to yes. Yeah. Accounting has been successfully created. Now see the accounted status showing as a yes. Once the invoice got successfully accounted, that means the data will be flown to the subledger module as well as general ledger module. Okay, what are the tables? XLA subledger module, SLA tables. What are those? XLA events where event ID equal to, here in distributions table, see, in distributions table you will see the accounting event ID. You can write directly instead of searching for total. What is that? Accounting event ID. What is the number? This is the event. See. And then what are the base tables? Subledger base tables are XLA AE headers, where event ID equal to this one. Okay, invoice validated and accounted. Okay, what is the another table? XLA AE lines, where AE header ID is the join. This is the header table, from header table to line table join. Okay, here you will see the line details. And next, the data will be stored into another table called XLA AE, XLA distribution links. This is the distribution table where AE, sorry, AE header ID equal to this one, and also you can mention AE line number. AE, I am mentioning both the line numbers instead of verifying 1, 2. Both lines I want to see. Okay, this is the distribution links, and there is a link between general ledger and SLA tables, because what we have selected final posting. That means journal has been created successfully, and also journals are posted also, means the data is in available in GL modules tables as well. What is the join for that is GL import references. This is the table. What is the link? Means what is the link between SLA tables and this table is GL SL link ID and what is here GL SL link IDs where GL SL link ID equal to this one. See, here you will see the details: journal, batch ID, JE header ID, JE line number. You can join GL tables. Select star from GL JE headers HE where JE header ID equal to this is the table. See, this is the table and GL JE lines where JE header ID equal to this is the details. You understand, right? Once the invoice got accounted successfully, that means we have selected final post, then it will be inserted the data into SLA level tables along with the general ledgers modules tables. Once the invoice has been completed, validated and accounted, now we will go and make the payment against to this invoice. You can go and in payment form, or else you can click on actions button, and from here also you can select the payment, pay in full. Then it will open the payment form. See, here you will have types. What are the types of payments? Manual payment, quick payment and refund. Now by default we have selected a quick payment. We have selected the data from the invoice, that's why these supplier details has been copied from the invoice. Now what is the payment date? Payment date also I am making today's date. And you need to specify the bank account number details. Okay, netting account and payment method check, payment process profile, you can check format. Now, okay, now click on save. Okay, this is warning message. Okay, okay, there is some problem. We will go to payment form and then select about payment date 30th and the bank account. Here is MOFA, check payment process profile, check ESD, and then save document. Payment document. What is the invoice number? NRIT invoice. Actions, pay in full. This is done. Payment date. Bank account. US main account. Main account. Payment process profile. Check ESPS NR format. Document. Just okay. This is manual payment. Field must be entered. Yeah, the payment has been created successfully now because what is the document number is the -1. Payment tables, invoice payment tables. Sorry, payments. What are the payment tables? AP invoice payments or table. This is the link between invoice table to check payment table. What is main base table of payments is AP checks all table. Checks all, where check num equal to the document number. Check number. Okay. But through invoice table also we can get the join. From AP invoice payments all table, you will see the check ID. You can select check ID also. See, the check number is -1. See, what is the status of the payment currently? It is in unprocessed status. If you want to account the payment, click on actions button, then choose the create accounting, select final post, click on OK. The same way we are accounting the payment as well. Then the data will be flow to SLA module and also GL module. Click on OK. Now the payment has been successfully accounted. Now the accounting status has been changed to processed. Now you will see the same data into accounting tables as well. What is the JAI? How to JAI? In AP invoice payments all table, you will see the accounting event ID. You can write. This is AP. This is invoice level. Now this one here in AP invoice payments all, you can see. So accounting event ID. What is the accounting event ID? This is the value. The same, all tables are same SLA tables. You can copy these, paste. Event ID is this one, 331973. Event ID is this one, and event ID this one. Here AE header ID. What is the AE header ID? 4944979. AE lines details. Then AE header ID here, and GL import references. What is the giant? SL link ID. What is the link ID? SLA 685103. Okay, and then what is the join of GLs? Here you will see the JE header ID, GL JE headers, where JE header ID equal to this one. GL JE lines, where JE line ID equal to, JE header ID equal to this one. This is the complete end-to-end flow from the inventory to general ledger module, and also we will verify the journal details. See here, journal header level details. What is the journal name has been created? This is the journal name. We will verify those details. What is the journal details? We will navigate to general ledger module, journal vision operations module, and then click on journals, and then click on enter. What is the journal name which has been created from payments? Is this one. Fine. This is the journal details. Journal debit amount 1500, credit 1500, and here if you want to review journals, then click on review journals. Okay, this is the journal details. One line will be created on credit side, one line will be created for debit amount. This is the payment journals. If you want to see invoice journals also, what is the invoice level? We have this one. Yeah, what is the journal name? purchase invoice May 20 purchase invoice USD. Just navigate to journals, general ledger module, journals, click on enter, then it will ask journal name, just verify it. Find, click on find. The invoice amount means the here also there are two lines has been created, one for pedals, one for credit, one for debit amount. I think you got all the details. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you.